In ancient Israel, there was a man unlike any other.
Oh, yeah.
Samson, chosen by God before his birth, set apart as a Nazirite to deliver Israel from its enemies. From his youth, the Spirit of the Lord filled him with unimaginable strength. The jaws of a lion,
Bring it on.
the gates of a city, the armies of the Philistines, none could stand against him. Samson was a living symbol of God's power, a reminder that victory belongs to the Lord. But Samson's strength was not only his gift, it was also his test. For though he could conquer armies, he could not always conquer his own heart. And into his story came Delilah, a woman from the enemy's land. Delilah was a woman of striking beauty and calculated charm, hailing from the valley of Sorek, deep within Philistine territory. Skilled in persuasion and emotional manipulation, she knew how to win trust without revealing her true intentions. Their love grew quickly, but it was a love founded not on God's will, but on Samson's desire. Delilah was beautiful, yes, but her heart was not for Samson, nor for the God who gave him strength.
Please tell me.
Again and again, she asked for the secret of his power. And though Samson resisted at first, his heart grew weary.
Oh,
At last, he
Samson.
surrendered the truth.
Okay, fine.
It was his consecration to God, symbolized by his uncut hair. At night, a dark force lurked around, waiting to strike, Samson unaware. When Samson slept, Delilah betrayed him.
There's no escape,
His hair was
though.
cut.
No!
His strength left him. And the Philistines seized him, blinding him, chaining him, mocking him. The mighty man who once shook the earth now stumbled in darkness, not because God had failed him, but because he had allowed love, not from God's will, to turn him from his purpose. Yet even then, God's mercy was not finished. In his suffering, Samson cried out to the Lord, "Lord God, remember me, strengthen me just once more." He prayed not for his fame, but for God's vengeance against his enemies. With one final surge of divine strength, he pushed with all his might, and the temple collapsed, crushing his enemies. And Samson gave his life, fulfilling the mission he had been born for. Samson's story reminds us, God can bless us with strength, calling, and purpose. He can give us everything we need. But if we fail to follow him and allow our hearts to be swayed by the wrong influences, we can drift from his will, and in doing so, we can suffer and even perish with our calling unfulfilled. Be careful who you allow into your life. Pursue relationships that are Christ-centered, anchored in truth, so that you can walk in God's purpose and not be led astray. Because sometimes it's not the battles outside that defeat us, but the ones we allow inside.